Hello guys and girls, Andy Rafael from etechnics.com here, and like we keep saying in all our videos lately, we are changing things up a little bit. And firstly, you're going to see that there's not really going to be reviews as such. We're going to leave that to the main website, etechnics.com, but you're going to see event coverage, interviews, and just we're going to look at products, but not sort of your average everyday products that everyone else gets a chance to have a look at. I mean, there is no point me looking and showing you guys a video on an AMD processor because there's so many other websites out there who can do exactly the same. The same with, there's no point really showing you a Radeon 6850, 6870, that kind of thing. But obviously if we get something that's unique, then we are going to show you, and that's why I'm here today. And this may only appeal to sort of the UK, European market because of who the brand are, but hopefully it will give you an idea into the sort of products that are available on the market at the sort of higher end. We do know that a lot of people won't be able to afford these products, but it's always sort of nice when you see expensive products and you think, if only I could have, and it might entice you to save up your money and get one. So the brand firstly that I'm going to talk about is KFA2. Now normally you'll see me sort of sitting here wearing a t-shirt with some offensive slogan on it. I have got one underneath just for those who are interested, and if I just get closer, there we go. I'm sure you are all interested in that. But yeah, I've had a few people sort of comment and send me messages on YouTube and on eTechnics saying, what other t-shirts have you got? So there's one of them. Next time, watch out. Well, I'm sure I'll have another one on. But over the top, I've got this lovely KFA2 hoodie, supplied nicely by KFA2. So yeah, that's who I'm going to talk about, KFA2. Now, if you don't know who KFA2 are, then it's probably because you're not in the UK or you're outside of Europe, that kind of thing, because that's their primary sort of area that they operate, is the UK. Now, KFA2 are part of a brand called Galaxy, which is where some of the people watching this from America and other countries might be sort of listening now, because obviously you're going to be aware of who Galaxy are. Same products, just a different brand. Basically, it's the sort of hip, new, cool brand on the market, and they deal with NVIDIA GeForce graphics cards, and KFA2 stands for Kicks Fucking Ass, or Ass, however you want to pronounce it. So a brilliant name for starters, and we've had a look at a couple of their products before, GTX 460, GTX 470, sometime last year, but we didn't really hear much from them now. But we are here to tell you that there's going to be a lot more going on with KFA2. Firstly with their products that they are releasing, and secondly with some of the sort of promotions that they're doing. So firstly, I'd suggest you to go to KFA2's website, because there's going to be a lot of information on there about some little competitions and promotions that they're doing, and they're in the process of sort of setting up Facebook and other social media and that kind of thing. So when I say KFA2 are like the hip, new, cool brand on the market, they've been around a little while now, but they are sort of still finding their feet, but they're doing extremely well, especially in the UK. When I say they're cool and hip, I mean just look at the sort of logo, KFA2. If I show you a box, and you're going to love this, there's their brand, there's their logo there, KFA2, but you are going to absolutely love this box because it's the GeForce GTX 580 Anarchy Edition. So you can see the lovely A sign there. KFA2 aren't like your average. For instance, the GTX 590, NVIDIA basically said, this is our new graphics card, it's going to be amazing, and it's going to rival the 6990 from AMD, but you can't do anything with it. Here's the card, put your label on it, but that's it. Now, there's a lot of companies that we deal with who will send us a card, like a 6850, an AMD reference one for instance. We'll then get one from another company who are one of their partners, and it will look exactly the same, apart from it has a sticker on the top. Absolutely pointless. It's exactly the same card with a different sticker. Obviously it's got the same core, the same sort of specs and everything, so it might perform slightly better than a reference one, it may perform slightly less, but it's exactly the same card. It hasn't been cherry picked or anything like that. There's no custom cooling design, and in my opinion it's absolutely pointless. When companies send us cards like that, we sort of sit there and we've got to do exactly what we did a week ago all over again. What is the point? We'd rather see a card that has some fantastic, unique cooling design, is overclocked from factory standard, before you actually get it pre-overclocked, something unique that it can do that no other card can do. And that's where KFA2 are absolutely amazing. They don't do run-of-the-mill. Every single card that they actually make is custom in some sort of way, whether it's the cooler. Well, it's always the cooler. They've always got a custom cooling design. It may be sort of slightly overclocked. It might be a sort of the XOC edition, maybe the limited edition, it may be Anarchy Edition. And they're also bringing out things like there's a GTX 460 which connects up via Wi-Fi signals. So on the back, instead of having your sort of ports and connectors, it hasn't got them, it's just got little Wi-Fi antennas coming out. You then get the sort of dongle that goes with it, WHDI dongle, plug it into your TV or wherever, and it will transmit the signal across from the graphics card. That's absolutely phenomenal. That's really, really amazing in my opinion. So that's what really leads me on to what I've actually got next to me right here. It's, as you saw in the box, the GTX 580 Anarchy Edition, which includes a custom cooling solution. Now the cooling solution is from Arctic Cooling, which, as we know, they do make some fantastic coolers, especially for VGA cards. So this absolute beast is the GTX 580. Now there's a lot of people out there who are going to be saying, well, it looks exactly the same as the Windforce cooler on the Gigabyte cards, but it's not. The ones on the Gigabyte cards are a lot smaller, the fans are smaller, and it's just ever so slightly different. So it is made by Arctic Cooling, the actual cooler, as you can see here. It's the Accelero Extreme, and it's just absolutely huge. I mean, looking at it, we can see that it takes up 2 expansion bays in your case, and then still has a little bit on top as well. So you are going to need a hell of a lot of room to run this. Power-wise, we can see over here, 6-pin and an 8-pin, so it does require plenty of power. The back of it just looks like it belongs. It looks like something out of Terminator or just some fantastic movie. None really spring to mind apart from Terminator, but it just looks like it's absolutely fantastic quality. The build quality on it just looks amazing. Now, I'm not going to be showing you any benchmarks or anything like that today. As I said, these videos aren't really to show you reviews as such. It's just sort of first looks at products that you may not have seen before. So GTX 580 Anarchy Edition, that straight away tells us that this is going to perform like an absolute monster. Connection wise, we've got 2 DVIs, and we've also got a HDMI there as well. And I'm just really pleased that we've been able to get this card. We're going to have a look at how it performs, and for anyone else who's interested, we have got a Gigabyte GTX 580 Super Overclock, which is slightly faster than this on paper. How it performs against each other in the real world, we will find out, but we are also going to SLI them at some point when we get time. But stay tuned really to eTechnics YouTube channel and the videos that we're sort of producing, because there's going to be a lot of great stuff coming out. We're going to be showering you with just content really, absolute bundles and bundles of decent, cool, amazing hardware like this. And if you want to check out sort of the full reviews as we do them, head over to eTechnics.com if you are watching this on YouTube. Obviously, if you're watching this on eTechnics.com, then there's no need because you're already here. So for that, thanks. And until next time, all I can say is see you later.